Hi there, I'm Tomoko, a D1 commentator. Here to teach you all about D1. I'll get things started then. Before you hit the Grand Prix, you need to learn the basics. So listen up. I'm gonna teach you what you need to know about drifting. So what's this drifting all about? When taking a corner in a normal race, the idea generally is to turn the corner without making the tires slip. This is called gripping. Drifting is the opposite of this. You actually make your rear tires slip on purpose. This requires techniques that you don't use in normal driving, so you'd better listen carefully. It's tough to do it right, but performing a cool drift is the most exhilarating experience ever. Use the X button to accelerate. The left analog stick to turn the steering wheel. And the L1 button to pull the handbrake. Those are the three basic controls. Use them to keep your tail sliding and to perform the perfect drift. And before I forget, all the cars in this game are tuned specifically for drifting, actually making driving straight difficult in some of them. We'll carry on teaching you more techniques and rules, so pay close attention and then get some practice in on the track. Okay, let's start off with the really easy practice run. I want you to get used to driving a drift car on an actual race course. Just take it easy and you'll do fine. All you have to do is play it cool and make it to the goal. But leaving the course is a no-no, so be careful. Okay, now go ahead and give it a try for yourself. Good luck! You passed! Good job! This next practice run isn't such a big deal either, so don't worry, okay? This time you're going to practice controlling the car's speed. If you try to just blaze through the corners with the pedal to the metal, you'll end up flying off the course. Looks pretty lame, right? Before entering the corner, you have to decrease your speed and maintain just the right speed through the corner. Just like that. Once you've got this down, you'll have already perfected the ABCs of drifting. Okay, stick with it and good luck mastering the art of truly sweet-looking drift. You passed! Good job! Let's start with using the left analog stick to turn the steering wheel. After you've built up enough speed, push the left analog stick in the direction of the corner. Your car will turn and your tail will start to slide. Once you start sliding, push the left analog stick in the opposite direction to maintain the drift and prevent your car from spinning out. When coming out of the corner, gradually return the left analog stick to the center and press the X button to accelerate. That's how to use the left analog stick. I know, it's hard to follow, so let's try it out on a test run. You passed! Good job! Next, I'll explain how to use the accelerator. It's the X button. Just so you know, in this game you will be driving manual transmission cars. First, release the X button prior to entering the corner. Once you have pushed the left analog stick and changed the direction of your car, quickly get back on the X button. Your tail will slide out and you'll go into a drift. However, you still need to use the X button during the drift. Once you get into the drift, simply holding the X button down will eventually make you spin out. So right before you feel like your car is just about to spin, use the left analog stick and maintain the drift by pumping the accelerator with the X button. If you can do this, you've got the basics down. So practice it until you master it. passed! Good job! Time to talk about the emergency handbrake, the L1 button. Regular brakes are not used much when drifting. Instead, you need to master the control of the emergency handbrake. First, push the left analog stick into the corner. Once the car turns, keep the left analog stick pushed over and press the L1 button. Using the L1 button when entering the corner will give you an immediate angle. Once you've got a good angle, release the L1 button and press the X button to maintain the drift. But that's not all. You can also use the L1 button to angle your car well before entering the corner. This technique is called a long slide. Try it when you want to take a corner at a high speed. If you can do all this, then you can tackle any corner. Why don't you give it a try? Pull the e-brake. Pull the e-brake. No pass. Give it another shot. Pull the e-brake. You passed. Good job. trying to tell you about the clutch kick, the R1 button. Pressing this button kicks the clutch. To actually shift down, you use the L2 button, and to shift up, you use the R2 button. When pushing the left analog stick into the corner, press the R1 button at the same time. This will increase the engine revs and immediately send your tail sliding out. This technique can get you an excellent entry into a corner. Next, I'll explain a technique called clutch kicking. It can be used to gain extra drift distance. Sometimes your drift angle will fade out over a gradual corner. When this happens, push the left analog stick into the corner and hit the R1 button at the same time. Your angle will improve and you'll maintain the drift. Once you can do all this, then you're set. Why don't you give it a try? Now kick the clutch. You passed. Good job. Next, I'll teach you how to pull off a feint drift. On the straight, push the left analog stick away from the corner briefly. When the car turns, immediately release the X button and push the left analog stick into the corner at the same time. Then immediately press the X button again and slide out into an insane angle. This is called a feint drift. Using this technique will allow you to drift at almost impossible angles. Give it a shot. Now let's take a look at an example of a really fine drift. Go all out for speed on the straight. Quickly go into the ultimate angle when entering the corner. Then stomp down on the accelerator again and counter steer fully through the corner. Then out. In. Out. Follow this line and you'll have it. The perfect drift. You should practice this until you've mastered it. Don't do that. No pass. Give it another shot. You need to stay drift. No pass. Give it another shot. No pass. Give it another shot. No pass. Give it another shot. Give it another shot. No pass. Give it another shot. You passed. Good job. Now I'll explain to you what actually earns you points when drifting. First, it's the speed during the drift. The faster you travel while drifting, the more points you'll earn. Nobody likes to watch slow drifting. Angle, of course, is another way to add to your score. The more extreme your angle, the higher the points. It goes without saying that a shallow drift isn't worth many points. Use the drift meter to gauge your angle. When you're right on the verge of spinning out, flames will appear around the edge. When drifting badly, cold ice will appear on the meter. When that happens, you know it's time to heat things up. And finally, drift distance. The longer you drift, the more points you'll earn. Longer is better. Simple as that. So how about the things you should avoid doing? No spins. No driving off the track. And don't stop drifting when you should be prolonging the drift. These errors will result in a big loss in points. So keep those in mind. Now you know how to earn points, so it's time to explain solo runs. D1 is all about head-to-head CISO battle action, but this is reserved for the final 16. These 16 lucky drivers are decided by solo runs. This is your first obstacle to becoming a top D1 driver. In a solo run, you need to show off what you can do alone. Line up those cool drifts and really show off your skills. Remember, the amount of time spent drifting, your angle and your speed are the key factors here. You have 3 chances. Your highest scoring run will be used to determine whether you rank among the best 16. If you can make it into the best 16, it means you made it as a drifter. All that remains for you is to battle it out in head-to-head CISO battles. The final hurdle, the head-to-head CISO battle tournament. Having made it into the best 16, you now need to take rivals on head-to-head in CISO battles. In a CISO battle, you and a rival car will compete to drift as stylishly as possible. You will drive a total of 2 rounds, once in the lead and once in the follow positions. But remember this isn't a race to get to the finish line. When you are in the lead position, you need to use stylish drifting to pull away from your rival as much as you can. When you are in follow position, you need to cut out your opponent's inside line to achieve big points. But if you get too close and hit your rival, it will be your powerful, so be careful. What you want to do is when your opponent enters the corner, get your nose inside to score big points. The versus gauge displays the current state of play. If the orange is pushing towards the opponent, then you are winning. If you are losing, then the purple segment of the versus gauge will increase. Try to stop this from happening. If there isn't much of a difference between you and your opponent, then the battle will proceed to a sudden death match. This will continue until we have a winner. If you use all that we have taught you, then you have a good shot at taking the championship. Build up points in each round and aim to win the series. You'd better get some head-to-head CISO battle practice in. So good luck! No pass. Give it another shot. No pass. Give it another shot. No pass. Give it another shot. to stay drifting. Are you trying to wreck your car? Are you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. Are you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. You need to stay drift. No pass. Give it another shot. No pass. Give it another shot. Are you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. Give it another shot. Are you trying to wreck your car? Oh, there goes your bumper. Are you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. Oh, there goes your bumper. Your car is a wreck. No pass. Give it another shot. Are you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. Your car is a wreck. No pass. Give it another shot. Are you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. pass. Give it another shot. Oh, there goes your bumper. No pass. Give it another shot. Are you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. No pass. Give it another shot. Oh, there goes your bumper. Are you trying to wreck your car? You need to stay drifting. Are you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. Oh, there goes your no pass. Give it another shot. 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 Are you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. No pass. Give it another shot. Are you No pass. Give it another shot. Oh, there goes your bumper. No pass. Give it another shot. you trying to wreck your car? No pass. Give it another shot. The final hurdle.